unfortunately, it will be only me. And because the team couldn't appear, and it appeared to be a very spontaneous stream today. But still, I hope if there are the people, so you can still ask questions which will be answered. What I would be wanting in this stream to tell as usual about the daily energy, because we usually start with energies, weekly energy. So let me check what this day is going to bring. So I got the message Ace of Swords, and it's a good day for different intellectual projects, for solutions, for problem solving. And of course, you have to be initiative and you have to be very critical today, because usually aces, they represent some opportunities and chances to fix or solve the problem or find some solution. So usually this message means congratulations, you have ability and mind, and now you can fix and solve the problem. I also would like to remind that soon on 18th there will be a new moon, because now we are on a quarter, so in the third quarter, so it is an old moon, and it is a good timing for you to again maybe finish or end and complete any of the projects which you had. It's a good time of getting rid of some energy, so do more cleanings, do more aura cleaning exercises, meditations, which will help you to get rid of unnecessary energy. Let me just a little bit explain and remind that our team is a great expertise. So every member of our team, it's a great expertise. And so altogether, we usually give the predictions, so we can do different other spiritual tasks, because it's a unique opportunity for you to maybe know more about spiritual paths, to get some questions to be answered, and things like that. So, and you're always welcome. Sometimes I would suggest maybe if you have some questions or you want to talk about some particular topic, so maybe write them in a comment on Facebook page or YouTube channel, so we will check and we will consider that. So I am a specialist in tarot card reading, so I can show the decks which I prefer to use in my work, and tell a little bit about the tarot cards, because it's so many of them and probably everyone wants to know why these cards are so special, or how it can how they can work, or maybe even interesting to know which deck you actually need for reading or do the readings. Yes, or get a reading. So which deck would be great to know, to use. Hi, Jeanette. I'm sorry, I just now saw you. So, Jeanette wants to ask some question. Yes, and you definitely can ask. But don't forget to add comments sometimes, and don't forget to like our pages, and yes, to share it with group of people, with your people. So, Jeanette, what is your question? Because I can't see, maybe type it. You have some specific question. And Jeanette, no, are you still there? Maybe you will type something, because you definitely can ask a question. Yes, and if you're still there. So think about your question, or welcome back, or anyone who wants to put the question, you definitely can do it. So, and I still will continue. Okay, have a friend who is more than a friend. All right. So you want actually to know if there is a possibility. Hi, Rich Pango, how are you? Thank you. So you found that. Okay. So you mean if relations are going to happen, yes? All right, let me check what is going. And so you don't want to give a name, yes? Let me check. If you have name, but if no, it's okay. So think about the person. Let me check where you are at and what. Okay. No, you see, it still looks for me very complicated, your situation. I do see that there are feelings from both sides, so I can't say that he is not interested, or because Ace of Cups joined both of you, and it's a good energy, for example, like a chance for love, and probably you both had some spiritual connection, yes. But I think in his intentions, you see, I got him with Six of Cups reversed, and that pulls him back to his family needs. Maybe he has children or something, but in any case, it's like a past which he can't really walk away from. So that's why, in his intention, he still feels stuck with that situation. Yes, that's why if it is in his intention, so he is going to follow that. If, no, you see, it's a message of the past. Kids, not kids, taking care, and possibly his wife or someone needs care or wants from him this care, or he feels that he can't not give it, like something she needs from him, because that's intentions. And plus in his heart, you see, I got the message of Two of Wands reversed. So for me, again, between, it's like it's not enough he has motivation, possibly because with Two of Wands, it's a planning, and it's between two desires, yes, and one desire can win, but he feels like I'm not sure because with two of wands you're usually planning and starting to do things, and it is actually the choice between what person wants, but it's upside down, so he can't make a decision, or there is a problem with him to make this decision to move away again from her. That's why in the future, no, how to say, you see, you got the five of wands reversed, and it's a competition. So you still will be in the same situation, how like whatever is at the moment. You understand? So possibly his mind will be just kind of, I want her, but I have to be stuck there, and that's what's coming. So it's up to you, I guess. Whatever you want to get, but these relations, they not really very perspective because he can still not leave the family. Has sense? But still, I would say that yes, towards you, he has some feelings and he likes you because Ace of Cups appeared. So on energy of heart chakra, you both having connection. Yeah, I kind of thinking that's what it is, like he is you see, he came as a knight of swords, so he feels that he is obligatory for some reason to be there. So maybe he promised her something, there is about agreements of that, but it's like kind of a message of like, he can't actually, he feels very bad. I didn't check a spread for her and him. Yes, I can't do everything here, do you understand? Yes, but no, I still wish you good luck with that because it's a long timing. And Peach Pengu, do you have a question as well? Hello, how are you? Have a lovely profile. So, um, what is your question? Love reading you want, but you want general reading or you have a certain person? Okay, I'm good, thank you. So, Jeanette, so connection checkup reading. Okay, between L and I. So you want to receive a connection checkup reading. And this person is a person of interest. Jeanette, I'm just was not sure if you there. I will give you later on maybe advice or something, from the messages. So, okay, Hangman. All right. You see your situation Possibly that's why, because between you and him appeared the hangman upside down, which makes your relations a little bit stuck, like how it is. So it's like no progress, like like obvious because of different commitments, like to the work or other situations. That's why sometimes it's a message of like you have to sacrifice something, sort of things. uh, and situation can be a little bit like without progress. Yeah, so you can feel a little bit stuck. But it is a connection. In any case, hangman represents chemical connection, so possibly you meant for some certain reasons. And I do see that for him, maybe security and those career situation is very important, because I got in his heart, it's a Four of Pentacles upside down. So I think he concern, and of course, like he will not put aside his deals for something, like, so for him that's important. Like I can have fun after I finished or I did things or something like that, because it's a Four of Pentacles. It's a messages of financial income or attempt to, or just like financial security. And sometimes also that could be showing that it is a little bit hard for him to maybe be very open, like in a term of like offering things for you or sharing the feelings as well. You understand? Because message usually it's like a holder, so he is just like wants his security. It's a little bit man is on the message by himself, you see. Um, but generally, yes, he does have intentions with you, but it will take some time. Because you see, for his intentions, it's a Temperance reversed. So it sounds like, okay, we will see. Let's give it time, no hurry, no rush. Okay, so with this message, usually it's no hurry, no rush. Okay, and in the future, no, but in the future, you see, you got actual Ace of Cups, which could be a chance for fulfillment, or at least like maybe it will be some positive feelings, like it can be a heart chakra is opening usually with Ace of Cups, so it's a good message for the future. Maybe it will be some offer from his side, because Ace of Cups towards you, so which can be, oh, let's meet, or now we didn't see each one for a while, now I want to see you, like, and having this wonderful meeting, for example. So that could be no, very interesting and positive. Yes, and advice for you, lover. You see, so I kind of thinking in any case you have a lot of connection and you probably feeling this way. You like the guy really, like, because lava means, yes, you can be thinking that, oh, we have a lot of like in similar ways and maybe he is my soulmate, or many things like that coming to the mind. In any case, the chemistry should be good, or you can feel nice, like thinking about this guy. Hi, RG, how are you? No, yes, life is making things. That's why you both, and between you both, it's a hangman, like it's a lot of things to do. It's other commitments. How are you, RG? I hope you have a great day. Okay. you Okay, it was a pleasure to meet you, but don't forget to share our page because every week we have several meetings, yes, and we want people to help people, and people definitely getting some feedbacks and join us. Yes, today it's only me, unfortunately, but usually it's a whole team of us. Yes, you can ask your question. You have some question, and give me a moment if Jeanette is still there. Jeanette, are you still there? Because I will give you then. So, page pink, yes, you share our page on your social media because maybe you have friends, who are also interested. And we will have to discuss different topics. Not only doing readings, of course, but there could be topics for discussion, yes? So, Jeanette, advice for you. Oh, thank you, Peach. So, thank you. Thank you. So, Wheels of Fortune. That's for you, Jeanette. No, upside down, but in any case. So, what they suggest you, because Wheels of Fortune suggests it's a message of choices as well. So, what they say, you have to now concentrate on yourself. It's a timing for yourself, because sixes, they connect astrologically with the Virgo, and Virgo likes to synthesize things and analyze things. So it's your path. You have to switch to the situation. So possibly, they say, kind of try every situation making your way, and if you feel that it is your destiny, no, of course, switch or try to align with this situation, yes, with this guy and with his goals or with something. But if not, you're still able to meet another people too. So maybe be more open. That's what would be my suggestion for you. Not only put all eggs in one basket. Yes, and then the life can send you, wheels of fortune. Lots of other interesting options. So RJ, you was with a girl and she isolated, ghosted, message me. Okay. Okay, so she said she wants to be with you now, yes, and you're not sure what to do. Okay, let me check for this girl and you. Okay. No, you see, I still would say possibly you really was in love with this girl. Yes, it looks for me like there was a chemistry or something came what you, that's why maybe you're so upset, because you see in your mind it's a strength upside down, but you feel very weak of that situation, because it's kind of a period, but situation didn't handle very well by her, and that's why you very frustrated. Yes, you kind of not sure if it is a good idea, and you maybe again it will be waste of time, because that's what strength upside down can mean. Yes, and but at the same time I kind of thinking you still partly want her, because in your heart it's a or queen of it's her, but upside down, so you not feel secure. She didn't make you secure. Maybe she was too demanding, or maybe she was unsharing about her feelings. Something about her you don't like in the heart, but at the same time, your heart is still thinking about her, Between you and her, now you see it's Eight of Pentacle reversed, and that's result. All eights give zone of Scorpio, which is a result. It's upside down. So with this message, it could be you not happy with the result. You tried, you was, and maybe even in the beginning she was also like kind of showing. Hi, Killen Heck. Sorry, I just you will put your question after that, yes, and I definitely will check for you. But let me just respond for FG. So I kind of thinking at the moment it's still disbalanced, and from her side, she appeared a little bit immature for me. I kind of thinking she understands that you're really liking her because I got the sun and sun showing her immaturity or inner child, or those kind of um, probably she knowing that you really liked her and that makes her happy because that's from outside, that makes her strong and happier, thinking about maybe connection. Uh, but at the same time, I am not too sure that she is, like at the moment, I would be suggesting you to think, before making any decision, because her intentions, it's Nine of Cups. It's like more her satisfaction, her herself to be satisfied, and I kind of thinking whenever she will, for example, get from you those emotions, maybe she will again decide to disappear. That could be also a case, because it's more like I want me. That's what Nine of Cups showing, yes. In her heart, you see, I got lava upside down. So again, with the lava upside down, she does like you, but there could be some sort of inconsistency in her. Maybe she is not too sure, what she wants. She didn't make yet the choice. Like she's still in the process of making, and she can make her own decisions as well because message upside down. So you definitely have to still think whether to. They kind of suggest you to be like this chariot, Chariot, it's also a connection with the Cancer. So when you have to find your mental security, so you have to psychologically be comfortable and in a security, in a zone of your comfort, in your comfort zone. That's what chariot means. Then you can balance yourself, and make a right decision about her. So maybe no rush. I would be saying chariot, everyone would be saying it's like actions, but astrologically it's a Cancer. And Cancer not jumping into the dangerous situation, but try to observe, to feel the feelings, to listen to your inner intuition, and then to make a right decision. You mean, no, I will give you, you mean, if you will leave her, whether it will be another person for you? That's what you want to ask? There definitely could be chances and options because you got Page of Pentacles, and pages give and provide you with chances. Yes, there could be chances, there could be options. But I think before all this coming, you have to focus and restore the energy which has been lost. That's why you got the messages of strength reversed. She took your strength. You spent a lot of energy for that. But don't forget, please, to share this page with your followers. And yes, and I will give you a message of advice in this. I already responded. GI said I don't think she is too much like wanting huge. So at the moment she is more focused on herself. She is a Queen of Cups. You see, Queen of Cups. Of course, she can present on one stage that she can do whatever, but she is looking for emotional engagement. So I think that makes her happy. And of course, you can be again in the situation that once she will feel strength and returning you back, then she can change or start to be manipulated. You understand? And fight with the person. Hi, Killian Hacks. You had a fight with himself. You're welcome. And yes, please share the page. Really tough fight with the person you have deep feelings. Okay, you mean if the person is going to come back, but person is person of interest, or it's your partner? Who is this person? Killen, person of interest. Okay. Now let's see what. Hi Zadox, how are you? Nice to meet you. If you have a question, you can ask, but I would like you to share the page on your social media. So, coming back. No, you see, I would say definitely there will be opportunity that you will meet again, or they will be coming back, or because Wheels of Fortune you got. With Wheels of Fortune, it's like a chance, another opportunity to be in the situation or to fix the situation. So, but I think there still can be some sort of conflict. So maybe you need to fix the conflict, and there will be the opportunity to fix it, because I still got the Five of Wands reversed, where interests of both people can be kind of, you try to put your way, person tries to stand on his way, for example, and that's where tension comes from. Yes, and person wants to do everything but not what you want, for example, just because it's a conflict, and person just wants to be so challengeable, because Five of Wands bring you into challenges. It's a kind of I will prove my idea, or I want to stand on my idea, like it's kind of one of that messages, because astrologically it belongs to the Leo house. So, and Leo, it's like very proud, very sometimes selfish can be, and maybe that's what could be a situation the person doesn't want. Okay, you Leo. No, that's why you probably also are not wanting to lose the territory, ground, and want also your way and demonstrate. But you see, with fives, it's a lot of demonstrations, you know? So I will give you advice. Justice, but justice upside down. So you see, it's about finding the right proportion and the right balance. I kind of thinking maybe you can feel unfair, and it's about if you're communicating, oh, I was talking more, for example, no, I give just as example, but something in a disbalance, what you can feel, maybe it's not right, that I'm first writing all the time and person doesn't respond, or I'm writing more, for example, I give more energy and person doesn't give me enough, and it's not fair, and you called so you should come, for example, it's about those agreements, sort of like not necessarily that's what we discussed, but that's what you would be thinking person supposedly can do. Yes, you understand? So I kind of thinking that's where the situation has a problem, that it's hard to find a balance between. Mm. But I think, of course, there will be another opportunity to meet up and to decide, like different readings. Depends what reading you need. So, Killian, I would like to ask you to share our page, and it was lovely, yeah, to meet. I'm happy to meet everyone. I'm glad that people, you all came, and yes, and it's a lovely chatting. Many blessings to you too. And so, Zadex, what is your question? You have some question, or because you see, I use different tarot decks. That's what I was trying to tell. Because sometimes you don't know which actual tarot deck to pick, and it's so many of them. I still prefer maybe the classic one, Rider White, because it's unique, it's systematic. But for relationships, there could be Manara cards, which are great deck. There could be a romantic tarot, which also wonderful. And about work. About work, I still would suggest you still go with the traditional tarot deck. Yes, and what do you want to know about your work? So you want to know, like, what are you going to find it, or to stay at one and to look for another? Because what is the question? And university, you want to know whether to go to university or whether it is worth. So what exactly is the question? So you're looking, okay. Mhm. So you already entered university, but you're now not sure whether it was a good decision. Am I correct? And with a job you try to find in the next. Okay, so will you find soon the job? The situation can help and what will be. I think you will find the job. In any case, there will be some. At the moment, you appeared with Two of Pentacles reversed, which means you don't know. Like it's a, you see, no balance. It's like trying to find the valuable job. I kind of thinking you're trying to find valuable job, something what maybe will be no, your needs should be um, responded, reflected in this job. Maybe there are some options, but they're not really suitable for you, or not something what you want, or maybe not enough money, or it's a lot of work but not worth, things like that, because it's a valuable, like you want to find something valuable, but at the moment there is nothing like that. That's what is your situation. But you see, for me, for example, what can help appear at Knight of Cups, which could be some person, and in the future it comes King of Swords, and King of Swords actually represent person who can be boss or someone who will offer you the job. So Rian says, that's why I said you, I'm sure there will be a job, plus I think the job which can be reflect on your mindset, because you see King of Swords represent intellectual path or discussion and agreement into something. So maybe there will be some contract for you. I don't know. Person says this is what your responsibilities are, and this is this. Plus, with the Knight of Cups, I would say you can find some offer which will be no, making you feel secure as well, because you also want to feel a comfortable zone, or something what gives you that feeling, because Knight of Cups, it's a Cancer as well, and Cancer, it's everything about your comfort zone. And there will be options, but you will pick the one which you like. So I would say yes, definitely you will find, and it will be not too long, because it's the first messages of your future. So maybe within the month, I would say. Or maybe even quick several days, but I see it's kind of comes with a person. So wait for the news. Very soon someone contact and invite you, maybe for interview, maybe already with the offering if you had some interviews. But it will be the guy. And about university, you said you made the right choice of picking this university, of doing whatever you're doing. Am I correct? Yeah, and please don't forget to share the page. Yes, that's what you want to ask about. Okay. Decision. You see, I can't say always like right or wrong. There is no words like right or wrong decision, because any decision is considered to be right. It's just different spiritual lessons. But I do see that possibly whatever you thought will be, it's not exactly what at the moment it looks like, because you got the Tower, and Tower is Capricorn, meeting reality. And meeting reality, it could be in a way that you was planning something, and then a social influence, maybe for example, if it is hard for you at the moment, finds a job or fit into this social needs or something, because it's a society as well with this Capricorn, so it's kind of not on, maybe some economical situation at the moment can impact, it's kind of impact on everything, can be maybe making you feel a little bit limited. It's a message of limitation, feeling limited. And maybe that's what makes you thinking, I'm not sure, maybe I shouldn't pick it, like kind of because your expectation possibly were a little bit different, or you thought it will be a little bit different. That's why you kind of now thinking and trying to maybe rethink, even to change something or whatever. But you see, in any case, because you got magician, I would say whatever you picked, in any case, you will get both qualification, and it can be a good possibility for your future, because it's a skills. It's a skills, it's a potential, it's your set of skills, the most important, and being professional about something. So I kind of think you maybe at the moment give it the time, like, because maybe you're very overthinking, you know, and stressing a little bit, because with the towel it's usually like you see like these people, it's the crowns falling, so it's kind of um like I said, you maybe when you got to university you had a different uh, thought on that, but now you kind of came through this real, like if you sit in a car and driving, it's like a wall in front, yes, and it depends what is your speed, how how you will get into that obstacle, you understand? So that's kind of a cases where you are at. But I think you made a good decision in any case, because you can be a magician, yeah. So even if you will decide to change something, you still will be able with this message. But job will come soon, so don't worry about that. So I hope you all guys got your questions answered. And yes, hi XDBVC, nice to meet you. I'm good, thank you. Hope you too. You have some question as well. What you want to ask? If you have a question, and if you will share the page, because that's the only what we asking. Today I'm by myself, but usually it's a team of psychics who providing readings. Yes, and we having several sessions during the week. So you definitely need to share the page if you want to get your response. General reading. So you just, and what's your name? No, real name, or at least like male, female, because it's just for me to give some initiation of your name. Jewel. So female, yes? No, you see what? At the moment, if to say generally, you got the Ace of Swords. And it's a message of your need to be proactive, problem solver. That's what at the moment you need to be. So don't be scared. You have to demonstrate your courage about whatever situation. Maybe you need to do something important. It's your chance at the moment, because Ace of Swords, it's a congratulation. You, a person with mind, you need to do it. Need to do. Maybe that's why you got this message, because you can be scared, but that's what you need. Because it's a position for your need to be like that. And don't be scared, because fear, of course, fear, probably you don't want, you know. Again, for me, it's hard to say, because if you would put some specific question, yes, I would say more. But my suggestion would be you need to solve this problem. Otherwise, it can be no solutions in your situation. You understand? Because if you will be um, holding back, then it's like a red light will be. So like situation will be upside down. Like it will be a slow, no actions, or like no achievable goals. That's why they want you to do it, because otherwise it will be, you will not achieve anything. You understand? And Five of Pentacles reversed, so which means also for you the time, I kind of have a feeling that maybe you're scared because no, you don't want to come through this challenge. What you should do, you should be like this person. Just take a third and go for this. Whatever you want, you have to do it. You have to be critical, tell what you think. That's what they suggest you to do. But I don't know the whole, because your question was general, so I don't want to get too specific, because I don't know your question. It's just energy which came for you, suggest you to be a problem solver. You don't know what. What you don't know. Uh-huh. So it's just generally you a little bit lost. Yes, that's why. No, let me give you advice maybe as well. How about, you see, you got the message. You actually got a good message. World. For me, again, with the world, it could be sort of like be open for kind of thinking, for some reason you're holding back from good things, because you can be, like you said, scared. You can be, because you with the road, it's like you need to integrate everything with you, because it's integration, it's a completion, it's a level above. And that could be like you may be how to say, every situation, every new situation for you, it's like a fearful, but it could be a wonderful. So you need to change a little bit set of your mind, like thinking about benefits what it can give you, if you will start to do things actually instead of holding back, like from them. Because that's what advice for you, go for the every situation. You have to be above, you have to complete whatever you started, for example, and be open for the new things, like mm, I don't know, and you shouldn't be definitely be scared. I don't know why you're scared. I think it's maybe more in you that, you not believe in yourself. Maybe it's like a confidence obstacles. No, you see, obstacle is a very how to say obstacles. Again, for one person, obstacle is like a brick on the road. For another, a wall is not an obstacle. It's very comparable and individual. But if you're not doing anything, of course, you avoid any obstacles, yes, like you said, but you're not achieving any progress. You understand? So only through obstacles you spiritually getting strong, spiritually, mentally, in any way. That's why our life usually it's a set of obstacles, if you noticed. Every time you have to deal with something, with some situation, with some people, and sometimes it's not very pleasant, yes. But through that you obtaining more strength. You're getting stronger, you learn some new qualities, you getting some skills. So I kind of thinking obstacles, maybe call them challenges, or yeah, kind of find the word which you can use instead of that. And then you can be, because yeah, you can be not having obstacle, but your life will not be changed, and you can be, if you will not make yourself to go and to progress, you always will slow down your successfulness, your decisions, your many things in your life. That's why this straight away told you need that ace of swords, because it's a time of your need. Ace, it's a first zone, astrological, so it's like special you need. And I kind of thinking once you're taking the third, all these things will be much better for you. Be brave. Okay, I think for today it's already enough, and I will, yeah, share the page if you like, and yes, and you're welcome to join us next time. Thank you.